Feel more coming from the reading, you know, you made the music, they ain't tell the beats when it come. I drink the blood in these little niggas, keep me young, this ass is back, and get to the front. A bunch of niggas with horse, in the Martian, and people in my niggas in the sun. Niggas know you a beast in the front. They say niggas try me, I leave them beats in the sun. I came in the hand of stuff. You know, you heard it, you never leave me the front. I sleep in the sky. Nigga, you try to say if you want, I put you out of the stuff. I have seen this fucking bodies. I think it was really right. Screaming in the street, screaming in the chest, screaming in the sun. I think you guys are really international. Comfortably. I feel the language, I feel the masculine, strongly, serious. I'm gonna kill Sam Jackson in his prime. You guys were some evidence on the so I'm saying, if you want to reach out about the show, please contact me. I only understand about the CD. I'm not this way. 1-888 shoot it's 1-888 shoot now. Film things, when the Lord see the film things after the show, shoot so. If you want the show, we just want to make you know now, film things, you talk to my receptionist, she'll give you a function, and the function is for you.
What up? What up? How much for a bag? For a bag of what? I sell cheesecake, man. That's all I sell. Rolling since the 90s. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. Is that directed towards me? Why? Why? What up? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. I'm back in the kitchen making cheesecake from scratch because that's what I do. Has anybody seen Weapons? It's been out for about 2 weeks now. I mean, but why? Like, I gotta know why. Why? You can't feel that way about me. You can't feel that way. There's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible for you to feel that way. Your name is Taha Yayavi? Man, don't worry about me. You better worry about them ICE agents. You better worry about ICE being on your ass. You look just like a You better worry about an ICE agent coming and ripping your ass right off your... You imagine that? You imagine trolling somebody and then right in the middle of you sending a message. An ICE agent just coming clothesline your ass mid-troll. What we got here? Can you imagine it? Just 1 gram? That's weird. Why is everybody saying weird shit? Why? Why? Don't call me Tyrone, man. That's not my name. Don't disrespect me. Do not disrespect me. We got Diddy fans up in here? Where's that coming from, dog? Where's that Diddy energy coming from, man? Would you feel that way if you really met Diddy? Bendejo 419. But you like a white dude that uses like okay, Christian, okay, Zachary, okay, Tyler, okay, Glenn. I'm trying to think of the whitest name I can think of, man. Somebody help me out. Lance? Is Lance a really white name? My bad, Lance. My bad. Lance. I can think of something better than that. Oh, Gaylord Fokker. My bad, Gaylord. Gaylord Fokker. That's got to be the whitest name imaginable. The name is Wallace, man. You call me Wallace, or you can get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, either way. What's up? Namdi Naji. Why do you feel that way? Why do you keep saying Diddy? That's weird. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. Ada, what's up? I'm in the middle of making a cheesecake, man. I sell cheesecake. It's a long story. I can tell you if you want to know. If you want to know how I got into the cheesecake business, I don't mind telling you. I really want to talk about Weapons, man. Weapons was such a dope movie. Well, somebody got the curve. Okay, I got it, man. What the fuck? Why won't they let me? I mean, but why? Like, why? Like, why? Why, man? Why? You love cheesecake? Yeah, man. I got into the cheesecake business because back in 2018, I was on the keto diet and I found a recipe for low carb cheesecakes. And the idea to sell them, because you know, people want to eat junk food and not gain weight. So when you tell somebody I make low carb cheesecakes, they feel like, oh shit, I can eat cheesecake and not gain weight. That's not how it works. It's low carb, but it's not low calorie. Yaylene Luna, is that a man? Why would a woman? See, Yaylene sounds like a woman's name. But women tend to be pretty tolerant. So I don't know why a woman. That might be a kid, but that's some shit a kid would say. Like, that's probably a kid using, like, his mom's account or, you know what I mean? Like, his sister's account. You never know, though. You never know. It could be a man that identifies as a woman. And ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? Especially if you're buying cheesecake. Especially if you're buying cheesecake. Anyway, I just added some coconut to the. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. I just added some coconut to the almond flour. Get ready to add some vanilla extract. You don't. You don't, man. No. We need more cool people, man. Why are there so few cool people on YouTube? That shit be hurting my heart. Like, damn, dog. Like, it be. Like, listen, man. I'm just a man trying to get my hustle on. Y'all too young to get that reference. But I'm here for the watch time. I'm really here for me. I'm not really here for y'all. But part of the deal, right? Part of the proposition is I got to deal with y'all. I got to deal with strangers. You know what I mean? I got to listen to corny ass jokes, corny ass insults. You know, just weird, random hate speech and shit. You know, it's just something I got to deal with. Something I got to contend with. I've been watching Mike Tyson interviews all day, so I feel like using a word that is probably a little too strong for this context. But oh, fuck. Let me go with what's up, man? Seems like this is gonna be another small stream. I really want to talk about weapons. I just checked out weapons last night. That's what I really want to talk about. But I need people who've seen weapons, or I could just spoil it. You know what I mean? I could just say fuck spoiler alert. I could say fuck it and just spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it already. But right now, I'm thinking about weapons, and I'm also thinking about members of your family that you can't trust. The police. Does anybody have the police? Is there anybody in your family that identifies as the police, so that you would identify as being the police? Right now, that don't make sense, but I can make it make sense. I'm also thinking about this white chick that I saw at Pulp. So I went to go see Weapons yesterday. I call it 720 show. And my routine is that I usually, just because of like the location, because it's nearby, so I usually stop at a Pope and get like a fucking smoothie, and then I go to the movies. But while I was at Pope, or while I was like making my way in, I saw her from like half a block away, maybe less than that. But I'm walking in, and there's this white chick in some yoga pants, and she's a mother. She's a MILF. I saw a MILF. I saw a real life MILF, like in the wild. Her kids were like half Hispanic, or like, I don't know, like her baby daddy might have been from like Ecuador or some shit. But she had mixed kids, but I do not think that they were like Afro-American. But I was wearing an all red, well, red and white, but I was basically wearing an all red tracksuit and my brand new shoes, man. I just got a pair of LeBrons, the Witness 8s, for a good deal. It was a deal so good I couldn't turn it down. Got a brand new pair of shoes, some Nikes, brand new pair of Nikes in my size for $40. Because my shoe collection is getting kind of low. I was down to like my last 2 pairs of shoes. And one of those shoes is really like my work shoes. They're also the shoes I train in. I train in an old pair of Jordans. I didn't mean to beat them up as badly as I have, but I haven't been able to drive this summer. This spring or summer, spring or summer, I haven't been able to drive. So I've been beating the shit out of my shoes. So, you know, you got to replace your shoes. You know what I mean? You got to care about your sneaker game. So anyway, the picture that I'm painting is that, you know, I'm looking kind of fly, man. I'm wearing a red tracksuit. I got on these LeBrons, you know, and I'm getting ready to go to the movies. But I see this MILF, man. this blonde MILF, man, the prototypical MILF. And damn, man, it gotta be just fuck, man. Taha, man, where you from? Where you from, Taha? Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel while you're here. But anyway, I see this MILF, man, and she was checking me out. You know, she gave me the impression that she was one of those white girls that like didn't grow up around blacks, and sometimes that can go in either direction. You know what I mean? She can be intimidated, or she can be fascinated, infatuated, even, right? You from Iran? You're from Iran. You notice how I pronounce that the proper way? Everybody says Iran, but it's really Iran. What time is it in Iran and Iran right now? What time is it, bro? What up? Who else we got in here, man? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. I'm in the middle of making a cheesecake. That's what I'm doing, like as I'm live streaming and playing music. That's my music playing in the background, by the way. So if you like hip hop, you like dope music, you like lyricism, some dope beats, check out the Only_Wallace music playlist or the Fire Breathing Dragon Files playlist if you want to hear some dope ass music. So anyway, man, because I gave this a lot of thought. Like I was thinking about it while I was at the movies. I was thinking about it while when I woke up this morning. I was thinking about it, man, because she gave me, like, you know, you introduce yourself to a woman. I gave her a compliment that was a fake compliment. I walked up, I saw that she was like looking at me a little hard, right? You know what I mean? Like she was looking a little more than she should have, especially if she had her 2 kids with her. But I don't know if she was single or not. You know what I mean? But the impression that I got was that she had the kids, but she wasn't actually single. But she was interested. So when I walk up, she's holding the door for me, and I'm like, thank you for holding the door for me. And I compliment her shoes. But that was a mistake. I should have been more aggressive. I should have complimented her pants, because the ass wasn't fat, but it was chunky. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think of a fat ass, I think about an ass that's sitting up. You know what I'm saying? An ass that's standing up, like standing at attention, right? Her ass wasn't standing at attention. It was more like parade rest, but it was chunky though. You know what I'm saying? She had a respectable waist to ass to hip ratio. You know what I'm saying? Like her ratio was respectable. And she had a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? She was an attractive woman. You know what I mean? And lately, I've kind of been crushing. Can I still say crushing? Am I dating myself? Am I aging myself by saying crushing? But lately, I have been kind of like lusting after white women. Like I've kind of, you know what I mean? Like I'll never be done with black women. But right now, I'm really not interested in black women, dog. I kind of want a white girl. Because a white girl she can get me in spaces, not like a hood white girl. Like, not like, this might be inappropriate, but not like a wigger, right? Like, not like I mean like a real Karen, like a Karen that is into Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want one of those for like, not just like physical reasons, but really because for social reasons. She can get me into spaces that I couldn't get in on my own. Damn, I ain't know I had all that butter. And they can help me with business, right? They can help me with business. And then like I kind of want to pimp too. I kind of want to pimp a little bit too, but you know, that's I digress. So I should have complimented her yoga pants because I complimented her shoes. Yeah, I'm in the US. I'm in Akron, Ohio. Angel, what's up? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. So I'm in the middle of making a cheesecake. I just added the sugar. Now I gotta add the butter. So I walked up, she's holding the door open for me, right? She's holding the door for me. And I'm like, thank you. And I said, nice shoes. But I didn't mean it because her shoes really wasn't nice. She was wearing some Asics, right? And the Asics was beat up, right? They was beat to shit, right? It was kind of rough. You know what I mean? They had some wear and tear. But again, that was the first mistake I made. I complimented the shoes instead of complimenting the pants. I should have said, hey, nice pants. But I'm in Cuyahoga Falls. It's broad daylight. I'm talking to a white woman. I'm in a smoothie shop with white girls behind the counter. You know, it's really, really white. It's a lot of white shit going on. So you don't want to be too aggressive. You know what I mean? Like just, you know, you gotta have situational awareness. So I'm like, hey, did you just leave the gym? And she's like, yeah. She tells me that she works out, and you know, she works out at the natatorium, and I tell her about another gym, and we kind of hit it off. Like she was lingering, she was loitering and lingering at the same time. Loitering, lingering, meandering. You know what I'm saying? Hovering at the same time. But I didn't play it aggressive. I didn't tell her, hey. I didn't ask her, hey, what's your name? And then, you know, oh, that's your name? Oh, this is my name. And then ask her if she likes cheesecake. I had a chance to make a cheesecake sale that could have escalated into something greater than that, but I didn't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? So I kind of played myself, man. And I've been thinking about that shit ever since. Like, damn, man, I had an opportunity. Because she was interested, man. She seemed neglected. I got like the Desperate Housewives kind of vibe from her. What up? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how old you are. Let me know what you do for a living. Just added some butter to my crust, my cheesecake crust. Getting ready to add some aluminum foil. But yeah, man, I had a shot. I had a shot at a MILF, and I kind of played myself, man. And I am not happy about that. How old are you? So a cheesecake sale would have led to relations. The cheesecake sale, Sam gets it. Samuel gets it. You know what I'm saying? The cheesecake sale could have led to relations. It could have led to relations. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Because she showed interest. You know, I'm 40 years old, bro. I'm 40. I'm 40 years young. You know what I mean? Still, you know, I'm in the bodybuilding. I'm in the boxing and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching a bunch of fucking Mike Tyson interviews. That sounds weird to say it all at the same time. But, yeah, I got videos up on my fitness channel because I got _Wallace Sports, _Wallace TV Music, and _Wallace Art. The art channel, I talk about like movies, and then I post some of my comic art. Like hold on. Talk is cheap, right? See that sketch? This is a sketch I've been working on. I'm not using this for anything. I'm just kind of like doing it for practice. See that? But on the art channel, I post my artwork and I talk about like, what else? I was talking about, I got a video up about Venom: The Last Dance. I got a video up about what happened to the DC universe or the DCEU. I got a video about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, post-credit scenes. I did like kind of a review of Superman. You know, so I always say make your move because most likely you'll never see her again. Exactly, man. I highly doubt. Like I go to that Pope a lot, but that was my first time seeing her there. And she was thick. She was thick, but she had a nice again, her ratio was good. She had she had a suitable ratio. You know what I'm saying? Like the waist to hip to thigh ratio. It was respectable. You know what I mean? There was room for improvement, but that's what she was doing. She was improving. Listen, when you meet a woman and she has on workout gear and she's interested, that's so sexy to me. That's a turn on to me. You know what I mean? Because not only is she attractive, but she's showing you that either she's lying to you and she's just wearing like workout gear for no reason, like camouflage or some shit, or she actually works out and she has drive. And a woman with drive, not only with good looks, but a woman with good looks and drive, that's attractive. A woman with good looks, drive, and intelligent, that's the trifecta. That's the trifecta. That's what you want. But yeah, man, I think also what kind of put me off, what definitely put me off is that she had her 2 kids with her. She had 2 boys with her. As a matter of fact, one of the boys was like, because as I was talking to her about working out, she was like, I'm like, yeah, man, there's a gym called The Pit. And The Pit is 24/7 and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, oh, well, that's like I train and da-da-da. And as we're talking, one of her sons is like, I'm her son. Like he was that young and that like rambunctious that he just was like, I'm her son. You know what I mean? And I was kind of like, you know what I mean? But she looked like a church lady from Georgia just divorced, finding her groove again. Those ones. Sam is funny. Sam got a good sense of humor. Subscribe to the channel, bro. But yeah, anyway, I just put foil on my spring form pan. This is an 8-inch pan. And I'm getting ready to mix up this crust and put it inside. This is almond flour, coconut shavings, vanilla extract, butter, and confectioner's sugar. Because I sell cheesecake. So I do a lot of shit, man. Like, you know, like my day job is CNC programming and CNC machining and shit. But I make fitness content, music, art, talk about movies. Like yesterday, the reason I ran into this woman was because I was on my way to go see Weapons. Like I love horror movies, and Weapons, it's a horror movie, but it's a very, 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 it's more than that. It's more than a horror movie. It's more of a mystery. It's more of a supernatural mystery with some horror elements, right? But I was on my way to go see Weapons, and that's how I ran into the mystery woman. Let me see. Oh! All right. The universe sent her to you, bro. Accept your blessing. Exactly, man. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because I tell you what, it got to the point where when we said our goodbyes, okay, it was nice to meet you. She was sitting in the parking lot. She was in a van. Of course, it was a thick white blonde in a van. And when she got in the van, she sat there for a second. But I thought it would be weird for me to like approach her and like knock on the glass, like, hey, anyway, I never got your name. And well, do you like cheesecake? Because I'm a cheesecake salesman, and it wouldn't have been smooth. The right time for me to make a move was inside of Pope. It was inside the fucking smoothie shop. But I think what really made me hesitate. Well, she was white. Yes, she was milk. She was a snow bunny. You know what I'm saying? But what really made me hesitate was that she had her 2 sons with her. So I felt kind of weird about, like, you know what I mean? Because if I tried to exchange numbers with her and her son, she didn't want that cheesecake, bro. If I exchanged numbers with her and she was about to like go back home to her husband or her baby daddy or some shit, I'm kind of playing defense. I'm like, damn, I don't want one of her sons to like blurt out some shit like, hey, mom was talking to this black guy at the smoothie shop. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about it. That's exactly what I got to order, man. I think the next time I get paid, I got to get some fucking business cards. So anyway, so I just blended up my cheesecake, got it nice and crumbly. Oh, not cheesecake. I just blended up my crust, excuse me. Got it nice and crumbly. And but you know what? I had a chance to kind of redeem myself like 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago. I was coming back from the laundromat and I met this woman named Loretta. She's I think she lives with her sister, but she's one of my neighbors basically. I let one of my neighbors know that I sell cheesecake and I go to the gym and all of this shit. So I'm trying to move these cheesecakes, but what I'm really trying to do is obviously you can sell cheesecake to a guy, you know what I'm saying? I've sold 2 cheesecakes to 2 guys, but I've also sold 2 cheesecakes to 2 women. Was it 2 or was it 3? But I met a few women, and part of me introducing myself was letting them know that I sell cheesecake. So it just kind of goes together. You know what I mean? You played it with caution. I respect it. When the time ain't right, it ain't right. But there's always a way, because she was lingering. She was lingering. You know what I'm saying? Like she was inside of the pole, and it was like her feet were glued to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just kind of lingering, like she wanted to talk. But I was conflicted because she had the boys. She had her 2 sons with her. So I'm like, damn, if I shoot my shot, even if I keep it strictly business, like, hey, I sell cheesecake if you're interested. And then I show her my phone and I show her a cheesecake that I made, because I got videos posted on social media. I got videos on Instagram, TikTok of me like promoting the cheesecake, give free samples and the kids some quarters. Exactly. See, we right here. We right here. The girl, the woman Loretta that I just met, I let her know, like, hey, here's my number. Let me know when you're home, and I can bring by a sample. Because I showed her some cheesecake, and she was like, sorry, bro, my brother was cursing at you. It wasn't me. Okay, all right. So I let her know, Loretta, like, hey, man, let me know when you're home, and I'll bring by a sample. She was like, oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like the sound of that. So, I'm really trying to make money. But if I can make money, and at the same time, if I can have my cake and eat it too. Oh, if I can have my cake and eat it too, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? So, but I'm really trying to build up, I'm trying to build up this business, and be in tune with the universe. Be in tune with the universe, and make a move when the time is right. You know what I mean? Make a move when the time is right. I'll tell you what, though, like I was just at the laundromat, and today it never fails. There's always a woman with like just the biggest ass in the world at the laundromat. It never felt like there was a woman there. This is like an hour ago. I was just at the laundromat. There was a woman there. She had her 2 daughters with her, right? Beautiful family, right? Her genetics, like she had just this big, like fucking I'm trying to think, man, like, what's up with her ass? Like, she had this dark chocolate complexion, and she had this big, man, like, she had a natural booty, man. You know that natural BBL? You know, like that natural BBL, right? She had that natural, like, I'm trying to think of an ass that's comparable. You know when a woman's ass is so big, like, it kind of looks like a drumstick? Like, her ass is so meaty that it's like a drumstick, right? Yeah, like, the ass was like, I'm trying to think of which part of Africa. Like, I don't like West Africa, South Africa. Like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? But the ass was just, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, she looked like a chocolate bunny and shit. Like, she just had a delicious ass. And a couple weeks ago, I was at the laundromat, and I bullshit you not, man. It was like, there were like 3 or 4 strippers all at the laundromat, because there's literally a strip club down the street from the laundromat. So these were either like strippers or like straight up sex workers. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really consider a stripper a sex worker, like, not really. But so right now I'm taking my almond flour coconut crust, and I'm gonna create the crust. I'm gonna create a crust in this pan, and then put it in the oven for like 20 minutes. Yeah, like, her ass was like, man, like, I couldn't really place. Like, I know Africa is the continent, but I don't know which country I would put the ass in. You know what I'm saying? But man, she had long natural hair. Even if the hair wasn't natural, I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But man, you know what I'm saying? And she was in an SUV. She was in the black SUV. She had her 2 daughters with her. Because I feel weird about hollering at women when their kids are around, unless they make it obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they basically invite you. Like when I walked in, she made eye contact with, like, I'm about 6 feet tall. I'm muscular, you know what I'm saying? And I wear nice clothes, right? So I don't think I'm the most, like, beautiful man in the world or no shit like that. But I know that when I walk in the room, a woman is at least gonna glance at me. You know what I mean? She's gonna take a look and be like, yo, who the fuck is that? Now, if she likes what she sees, maybe not. You know, it's a coin toss, a coin flip. But I'm telling you, bro, like, I was at the motherfucking, like, there's like, next time I go live, or I might just post a video just as a short, but there's literally a strip club right down the street from the laundromat. So on this particular Sunday, it was like a wet t-shirt contest in that motherfucker, or it was like Phone Thursday or Women Crush Wednesday on a Sunday, because it was just so much ass in there, and like the variety of ass, like that's what killed me. Not only was there ass, but it was like ass on the menu, because there was like a white girl that was wearing some boy shorts and like no panties. It was like a couple thick ass blacks. Like, it was just so much ass, man. And you know, I try to play it cool. Like, if a woman doesn't really invite me with her eyes to like strike up a conversation, I won't force the issue. You know what I'm saying? I think if you gotta force it, it's not really for you. It ain't for you if you gotta force it. So if a woman is like looking at me, you know what I mean? Like, you know how it is. Like, if her eyes are just, they're lingering, you know what I mean? She's giving you that lingering eye contact. She's checking you out, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you notice that every time she walks away, she's putting a little more bounce in her, you know what I mean? She's switching her hips and shit. She's giving you those signs that she might want you to introduce yourself, you know? So, but I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, man, there's so much ass in this fucking laundromat, you know what I mean? Like, you could just go to the laundromat and just hang out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just post up in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't drink or smoke. That's what strippers do. They lure you in and take you. That's what they do. That's what they do, man. Because they know, man, like, you know what I mean? We got a weakness. Some of us are stronger than others. And you get stronger with age, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 40. So I got more self-control than I had at like 20 or 30, you know what I mean? But the cheesecake thing is just, it's just the perfect, it's the perfect excuse to introduce yourself. Because even if the shit doesn't go anywhere, like romantically or sexually, I can make some money. You know what I'm saying? And that's really better for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily need you on a physical level, but on a fiscal level. You know what I'm saying? If I can get some money out of you, that's even better. Um, but bro, it was crazy. But the girl in there today, like man, like I want to say, like her ass kind of her ass outclassed all the other asses I saw a couple weeks ago. Like just this one woman that I saw like an hour ago, bro. Like her ass was like she looked like a black Barbie and shit. Like she like I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm usually good with names and references, but I'm kind of drawing a blank on like who I would compare her to in the media. Like, you know, like I can say some like basic shit, like, oh, you know, Meg Thee Stallion, but it wasn't a Meg Thee Stallion ass. I mean, it was in the sense that it was natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it was definitely hers. Like she was born with that. You know what I'm saying? Like her mama gave her that. You know what I mean? That was genetics. You know what I'm saying? There were no GMOs. There was no human growth hormone. You know what I mean? No banned substances, no PEDs, like none of that shit. That was all her. But I'm trying to think of exactly, like she had like, you know why I'm drawing a blank? Because she didn't have like the social media ass, right? She didn't have like the influencer ass. She had like a 90s ass. She had like a classic, you know what she had? She had that Badu. She had that motherfucking Badu. She had that Badu where like you would look at her and from the waist up, because she was petite up top. She was petite up top. So from the waist up, you would have no, you know what I'm saying? Like you would be in for a rude awakening. Yeah, like from the waist up, you wouldn't believe that her proportions were so proportionate. You know what I'm saying? Her proportions were so proportionate. Like, you follow me? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Check out the _Wireless Fitness, _Wireless Music, and the Firebreathing Dragon Files, man. Check it out, man. Again, that's my music playing in the background right now. But bro, like she had like, again, like she just her ass sat up like a drumstick. Like if you took a drumstick and you just stood it up and it had all that meat, like all of that beef, you know what I mean? All of that, you know what I mean? All that muscle, her ass sat up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about she wasn't wearing no waist trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't doing like none of this, no special effects. No special effects, no stunt coordinator, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no CG, you know what I'm saying? There was no green screen with this ass. Like, there was no artificial enhancement. There was no AI, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was her ass, and it was sitting up like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a professional boxer. I became an Iranian champion. You did? Do you have any of your fights on YouTube? I don't believe you, right? I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't believe you. But I will believe you if I can see it. If you can show me, do you have any of your fights on YouTube or, Facebook or Instagram? I'll subscribe to your channel if you're really a pro fighter. I've been watching a lot of boxing content, like I said, Mike Tyson interviews, Andre Ward interviews, just trying to get back into that mode because it's been a while since I've been in the ring. I've been training for 12 weeks, bodybuilding and boxing, but it's been a while since I've really been in the ring with like live fire, under live fire. But that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to sparring, dealing with a moving target. You know, I want to get back to doing my thing. But if you got some boxing content, bro, I'll check it out. If that white chick sees this video, you just have her green light to come to you. I bet now she sees you. Women like her be put on the pedestal. Yeah, bro, like it just, you know, because I don't have like a strong resume with white women. I don't really have a strong resume. I've dealt with a couple white women, but only like I can count on one hand how many white women I've dealt with. I don't have, so white women are still a little more exotic to me because I haven't dealt with a lot of them. But yeah, man, like she had, I mean, the white girl, the MILF from Pope, she couldn't compete with what I just witnessed. You know what I'm saying? Like she couldn't compete with that. You know what I mean? Not at all. But she was attractive, man, and she was very, very friendly. You know, we hit it off. I just I didn't want to be too aggressive. I fought 32 fights and had 31 knockouts. Really? You had 31. What happened in the you got one loss? Like what happened in I mean, how come you don't have 32 knockouts? What happened in that fight? All right, so listen. While I was sitting here talking to y'all, you see that? I just made a pie crust. I just used this tool to make a pie crust. See, I was multitasking. So I'm getting ready to put this in the oven. Yeah, I can show you. I already got my oven preheated. Got my pie crust, and I'm gonna pull that out in about 20 minutes. Also got some chicken. I remember you, Gojo 33. Do I believe you? Do I believe you have 31? I mean, you sound like, listen, if that's your professional record, you sound like one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. So do I believe that on a random Sunday while I'm making a cheesecake and talking about all of this ass that I've encountered in the past like 2-3 weeks, do I believe that I just so happen to run into like one of the greatest fighters from Iran? You know what I mean? It sounds a little far-fetched, but if you have footage, men lie, women lie, footage don't lie, unless the footage is doctored or if it's like a deep fake. So I guess footage does lie. But if you can show me some footage, even if it's just a good deep fake, I will go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. You know what I mean? I'll roll with it. Feel me? I remember you, Gojo 33. I do. I don't know if you were here last time I was making a cheesecake, but you know, I'm back making cheesecake, man. That's what I'm doing. I also need to make some rice to go with my chicken. You know, bodybuilder food. Bodybuilder food. Also got to take some aluminum foil. So you bake the pie crust, then you mix the filling, right? You mix the cheesecake. You mix the cream cheese, lemon juice, vanilla extract, confectioner's sugar, and then whatever filling you want to use. Like I like to take my filling and put it inside of the cream cheese instead of on top. You know what I mean? That's what I prefer to do. Some people like their, you know, they like a topping over a filling. You know what I mean? I like filling. I don't really like a topping. But and can you believe, man, I've baked all these cheese in the past 2 months. I've baked like 12 cheesecakes. Well, from June 21st. Yeah. And about the last 8-9 weeks, I've baked. Yeah, in about the last 7 weeks actually. Yeah, 7-8 weeks, I've baked like 12 cheesecakes, and I haven't eaten any of it because I've been really focused on, you know what I mean, getting it back in shape, getting in tip-top shape. And then I'm dealing with like minor injuries and shit. Like, you know, this is what 40 is. You know what I mean, having like soreness in your fucking joints and shit. But I'm gonna keep working through it. You know what I'm saying? If you're training and you start to know the soreness, you just gotta back off. So like on Monday, I trained legs, and it was a great leg workout because I was training legs for like 12 weeks, but I wasn't hitting my glutes the way I really wanted to. I'm just being real. Like, I know that ain't the cool thing to say, but I'm just being honest. I wasn't hitting my glutes the way I wanted to because I was doing leg press, body weight squats, calf raises, and leg extensions. But I needed one more exercise to really hit my legs, to hit the glutes. So I started doing lunges. I did lunges, and my legs were on fire for like 3 days. So that was a great workout. So now I got the workout that I need to really build my legs up. Because you don't want to have a big upper body and then your lower body is, you know, it's not as muscular. It's not, you don't want to be unbalanced. You don't want your body to be like, I guess, misproportioned or unbalanced or asymmetrical. So, and then on Wednesday and Friday, I didn't actually lift weights on my upper body because I was dealing with soreness in my shoulders. So on Wednesday, I did like 45 minutes of cardio, and then I just hit the heavy bag and then hit the double in bag. Hit the double in bag and did some boxing training. And then on Friday, I went back to the gym and I did like 70 minutes of cardio. So I'm still training, but you got to train smart. You know, once you start to feel like so, because it's one thing to feel like DOMS or DOMS, delayed onset of muscle soreness. If you feel like the burn in your muscles after working out, that's natural. But if you feel actual joint pain, that's not natural. That's not a good thing. So I was feeling actual joint pain. It's not that bad, but you always want to play, you know, you always want to work smarter versus working harder. So, you know, but I'm going to stay in the gym. I think I'm 13 weeks in. I'm 13 weeks in. I would love to be able to do another 39 weeks and be able to say, because it's been a long time since I trained for like a year straight. I've had, my life has been kind of chaotic. So I've had stretches where I would train for like 2-3 months and then stop, train for 2 months, stop, train for a month, stop. Like, you know what I mean? That's with that inconsistency, you can't really reach your genetic ceiling, like not properly. You can't really reach your genetic potential if you're not consistently training. So I'm really excited about being able to get another 39 weeks in and being able to say like, yo, I trained for 52 straight weeks. This is what because like you can see like my upper chest is starting to get thicker. When I talk, the veins in my neck and my chest are starting to pop. My shoulders, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing progress. And my waistline is still small. Still keeping my waistline small. This shirt is too fucking small. Y'all just saw me kill a fly in real time. A fucking fly flew by. But you can see, like, you know what I mean? Still got abs. You know what I mean? And I'm like 230 pounds right now. But I still got abs. My waistline is still small. And I just want to build my legs up, build my lower body up, build up my upper chest, and just fill out naturally. So, yo, we've been rocking for almost an hour, man. Time flies when you're having fun. See, it's more fun when I have people to talk to. Like when I stream and I don't have anybody to talk to, the stream usually ends at like, 20, 30 minutes. But when I'm getting feedback, and I just so happen to have some stories to tell because, I'm an active person. I'm always trying to get active and stay active. But anyway, Don't forget, man, that's my music playing in the background. I don't know how well you can hear it, man, but if you like what you hear, if you like what you hear, check out that only_Wallace music playlist and the Fire Breathing Dragon Files playlist. But I've met a few women this summer, including some coworkers and shit. But I even had one of my old. I had this girl that I used to deal with. It was real brief. I met this girl named Nina last summer. And she wanted to like get serious and move forward with a relationship, but I wasn't really that into her. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't really my type. I wasn't that attracted to her. So you know what I mean? I just, I didn't really want to move forward. So I stopped talking to her. She seemed like a crazy person too. But what's crazy, speaking of crazy, what's very crazy is that I was leaving the gym on Monday. This is last Monday, right? Or just this past Monday. I was leaving the gym and I saw her. Now listen, check this out. The last time I saw Nina, she wasn't driving. She didn't have a vehicle. And then on Monday, I'm leaving the gym, and she's driving, and not just a vehicle, but a nice vehicle, right? She had a nice little Ford SUV. And she ended up picking me up from the bus stop and giving me a ride home. It was like some real player shit, right? It was kind of pimpish, right? She pulled up on me and gave me a ride to the crib. And, we were catching up, and, she let me know that she was a hairstylist, and she was doing it full time. And I let her know that, yeah, man, I'm selling cheesecake, and I'm training, and I got my own place. Because the last time we were hanging out with each other, I didn't have my own place. I was in a bad situation. I was in a situation that ended up landing me in jail for a couple of days. But fast forward to the present, you know what I mean? I got a new vehicle, I got a new apartment, and I just started a new business. So point being, man, and then I met a girl named Bina at the gym, but I told Bina that if she wanted to train, she could contact me. Sometimes I'll meet a woman in the gym and I'll let her know, I train. If you want to work out, we can work out. But they'll take my phone number and they'll even interact with me, maybe for a couple of days or for a few text messages. But then it never really moves forward. It never goes anywhere. Which is kind of weird, you know what I mean? Because it's if you're not really interested in training, or if you don't want to do any business with me, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to buy a cheesecake, you don't want to work out, you don't want to date, you don't want to do anything like that. You don't have to give me your phone number. I don't know if I'm just an intimidating guy or some shit. I don't know, but it's you don't have to give me your phone number. You can always let me know, hey, I'm in a relationship, or I met a white girl. I can't remember her fucking name, but I met this thick ass white girl. I've been meeting thick ass white girls pretty much damn near. I mean, I can't say non-stop, but I've met a few of them. Because there's one that I work with. There's a thick ass white girl that I work with named fuck is her name? Her name is Beth. And Beth
acts like she's interested in me, but she works. But I work with her and her husband. But she treats her husband like her fucking like her brother or some shit. It's just some weird shit. She treats her husband like they're like in an open relationship or some shit because she'll flirt with me, including being touchy-feely. I don't touch on her because she's a female and we're at work. So that's just, you know what I mean? That's a bad combination. You know, you're asking to get fired, if not more, when you do shit like that. But she'll like see me working and like, you know, touch me and shit. And, you know what I mean? And say little innuendos and say suggestive things to me. And she'll even hit me up on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, and like share personal things with me and shit like that. But it's not moving forward. It's not going anywhere. So eventually I just stopped talking to her. I'm polite, like when she speaks to me at work and like, hey, hi, Ish. I'm like, hey, what's up? But I don't talk to her outside of work anymore because I don't do friend zones. It's like if you want to do business, let's do business. If you want to do personal, let's do personal. But just being your friend, just for the sake of being your friend, I don't really see a purpose of doing that. I just don't. That's just my philosophy. I don't really see why I should just be your friend just for the sake of being your friend. And that might sound kind of cold, but I've never been into the friend zone shit. I've just never been into it. With women, unless there's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're collaborating, like I've met female artists. Like there's a female artist that I know named Amani, right? Amani is an artist. And she does graphic design, and she did some album artwork for me. And Amani, she's like flirted with me. She's flirted with me and made it seem that, and she's like, she suggested like, yeah, we can work out and all of this shit, but it never went anywhere. She was just talking. But I didn't necessarily mind because we had a business relationship. You know what I mean? She's a graphic designer, so there's a reason for us to be like interacting with each other. But just female friends, just for the sake of having female friends, it might be I don't know, it might be like I might be showing my age, it might be like some 90s shit, but I just don't see a reason for. I've never really saw a purpose of having female friends just for the sake of having female friends. I've just never seen a purpose for it. I can understand if like we're co-workers, so we see each other every day, so we're polite, we got a rapport, you know what I mean? I can understand that. And again, I can understand if we're like collaborating or we're doing business together and we keep it business, we keep it strictly platonic, strictly like asexual. I can understand that. But for us to just be like exchanging text messages and, you know what I mean, FaceTiming or some shit, or, you know what I mean, it's like I don't understand the point of just talking to a female on like a personal level and the shit doesn't go anywhere. Like, you know what I mean, I don't really see the purpose for it. Because I'm not even like a super social, like I'm an ambivert. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's an ambivert? It's an introvert and an extrovert. Like I can be an extrovert when I'm doing shit like this, like when I'm live streaming, I'm talking to strangers, right? And I can tell like I can regale you with entertaining stories, right? Or I can be an extrovert when I'm in public. I'm in the gym, I'm surrounded by people, I'm underneath bright lights. You know, I've done talent. I've done a talent contest. I've done live performances. You know what I mean? So I can be an extrovert when it's time to be an extrovert. But I'm also like an artist, and I'm also like a reader. Like I'm really into reading books. You know, I live alone. You know what I mean? So I'm comfortable in my own space, being very solitary, but you know, I can do both. You know what I mean? So I'm an ambivert. That's the proper way to classify me. I've had people try to classify me as being like an introvert, but that's not really accurate. But anyway,
was a tough fix. You ain't got no traction. You ain't got enough grip. I was down, now I'm counting up from the uptick. Show you how to put the boss and get the non-tough shit. Full catalog ass.
And I'm somewhat attracted to I'm somewhat attracted to Beth because Beth do got a big ass booty. You know what I'm saying? But Beth would be more attractive if she was like, if Beth was like 20 pounds lighter. If Beth lost 20, not even like not 50, not 100. If Beth just lost 20 pounds, she would be fucking whoo. Cause she would still be thick as fuck. But her waistline would be a little tighter. If Beth's waistline was just a little bit tighter, oh my God, like she would have niggas all over her. She would have motherfuckers all over her. But she's still, she's somewhat attractive. And I've called her a cutie, and you know what I mean. I've sent her messages, like nothing inappropriate. Like I've never sent her like a dick pic or. But the thing with Beth, it started with us like talking at work, and then once she asked me, she sent me a friend request, and then damn, I just added too much sugar. She sent me a friend request on Facebook, and then from there she started liking like a lot of my pictures, a lot of my videos, right? I got a lot of workout videos, and a lot of my workout videos, at the end of my workout, I'll take my shirt off and I'll pose, you know what I'm saying? I'll work on posing, bodybuilding poses and shit. And she would always like watch those videos. She would show interest in those videos. So I'm like, all right, well, if you're watching my content and you're attracted to me and all of that shit, and I think you're attractive, then let's not turn this shit into calculus. You know what I mean? Let's not complicate things. But at the same time, I'm not attracted to her lifestyle and her habits. Because she's a pretty woman. Beth is pretty, but she smokes cigarettes and she eats a lot of junk food. You know what I mean? She's not a very health conscious person. And that's something that you got to be mindful of. That's something that you got to be mindful of, man, because this is what happens, right? If this is what could happen, if you sleep with a woman, right, and when you work with somebody, you're around them for like 40 hours a week. So you get a chance to see them. Obviously, you get a chance to see them a lot, right? Often. And if you make these observations, you're like, okay, I noticed she like eats a lot of junk food. She smokes cigarettes. She doesn't really like to drink water. You got to think about just how bad that could be sexually. Like, you got to really consider that. Like, okay, if I were to sleep with this woman, what would the quality of it be? Because I tell you what, man, like, it's nothing worse than sleeping with a woman, man, and she don't smell fresh. Like, whoa, like, man, like, it don't. The excellence of execution. Like, granted, it's been a while since I had that happen to me. Like, since I was sleeping with somebody And like, I caught a whiff, you know what I mean? Like it's been a while since that actually happened to me. But it's traumatizing. Like it is traumatizing. Like when you like, man, when you I'm talking about when you sleeping with a woman and her motherfucking orifices, her orifices when she has a smell, man, it's hard to even finish. Like it's hard to even go through with it. It's hard to even go through with it, man. It's hard to really finish if a woman has a smell. And it's just it's just reality, man. If a woman lives a certain lifestyle and you've had a chance to see it, like you've had a chance to witness it, the reality is, man, she's gonna have kind of a smell to her, man. Ain't no way. Like everything you put in your body comes out. It comes out as waste, obviously. It comes out of your pores. And it comes out of your sexual organs, man. But yo, it's been over an hour. Hey, man, fuck it. I'll call it a day. This was a good live stream.
When I look at my life,
I got some watch time.